Hello everyone, just give me 1 second, please. Let me just get this one here going. Fingers crossed it works. Here we go. Hello, hello, hello. I think slowly working. There we are. Yes. Yes. And yeah. All right. All right. Okay, and that one is sent, right? That one is all good. Everything good. Oh, hello, Tina. Yes, our retreat was amazing. Great. I think the ladies had lots of fun, which is excellent. It's always good to hear. It's the main reason why, we run the retreats and everyone has fun. So this is what we created last week. Now let's see if we can create something just as spectacular, if not better, and I'm sure we will, because look at that, second page of our new art journal, and we're using a new stencil called Star Swoosh. So it's a bit magic-y, and we also have not a new chipboard, a magic wand, but a new chipboard title / element, a little bit of magic. So this should be fun. And I've also got a piece of Devoted to Denim rice paper. So what better way to have fun than this? So I'm thinking that we put this down as like a base. And then we come in and we have our title with our wand about here. Coming out of our title maybe. Like so, depending on where, the spine is there. The spine's there, so about, there. We might cut our wand a bit short. And then we have our magic swoosh of stars. Then we can have some stars coming in and out with our star template. So let's just get started. I think we also need one of the stencil pattern, and I was thinking the sunburst. This one here. So let's just come in with our wet paintbrush and rice paper. I forgot a very important detail. Water. Give me 1 second, please. Right. Now have that very important detail, the water. Let's come in. Wet the edges. And we're just going to keep pulling up. There we go. And then if we just come in, keep wetting. Hello, Raquel. Hello, Di. Hi, Diana. And Diane. Right, so we're just going to feather our edges first. Come in here a little bit more. Just wet where that spine is. And then let's feather this piece of rice paper so then it sits nicely on our 2 pages. Look at that. Perfect day. And then what I was thinking was we have like a few bursts and then some stars. And I was thinking in the stars on the background could be blue, so then they stand out on our yellow magic swoosh. Because it's all about the swoosh. I'm sure you will all agree. Well, hello, Karen. Right, so let's glue down our rice paper with our gel medium mat. Get out a bit of that. Move this one here over. Woo! Just coming in, removing the glue. Or putting the glue on, not removing it. We're removing the glue from the tub because, you know, we need to use it. Okay, so flip this one here over. Ooh. A bit heavy on the glue, bit heavy on the glue. Keep placing down. All right. And then let's put a bit of glue on top of that so then it's sealed a little bit. There we go. Very nice. Then we come in. Let's put it on the back. Our rice paper. I'm running a bit low. I'll have to buy a new tub next week / tomorrow. Right. Just getting the full use of our gel medium. It's very important. Get all the glue out of there as much as possible. Stick down. And come in. Stick those ones down there. And I'm just currently making sure that there's no air bubbles and that we've got all the edges stuck, because I was a bit worried that I missed some bits and pieces, but I haven't. That's all good then. Beautiful. So that's nice and stuck. So now let's come in and dry that really quickly. And I'm wearing good jeans. Meals, can I have Mum's coffee nappy, please, off her desk? Thank you. Right, let's just dry this real quick because I want to come in and stencil over top immediately. Thank you, Millie. Tina says hello. To you, Millie. Tina says hello to you.
Oh, hello.
You want to do your homework?
Oh, hang on.
Right, and there we go. So we're just heating that one up. Look at that there. It's quite nice. I'm just going to get rid of the glue because I can't rub them on my hands like I normally do. My parents are cracking down on me wearing painting clothes to the shop, so I actually want to keep this pair of jeans in the cycle, so I'm not going to get paint on them tonight. See how this works? So I've just got the lemon yellow acrylic matte paint, and I'm going to put a little bit of that one out. There we go. Down. Rub it in a bit of a circle. That's just so then I get rid of the blobbiness on the top, because if I just come and apply it straight away, there is a chance it's going to bleed out from underneath, and you know, I don't really like it. Like, I'm not too fussed if I do get it, but would be nice if we just have it nice and perfect like that. Look at him. Oh, isn't he nice? Now, my rice paper is a little bit still wet in some areas, so stenciling on wet rice paper can lead to a few
Connections.
yeah, because it's a bit tacky, it might lift up, so I'm just trying to be a bit careful that I don't lift that rice paper back up and unstick it. If I do, I'm just gonna peel it off. So this bit of, you know, coming in and doing a bit of a burst here and there, it's just so that we've got a bit of patterning on top before we come in and do it. And you know what? Obviously, nope. And see where it's stuck to the thing? This is why you gotta wait for rice paper to be fully dry before stenciling over top. So where it's gotten stuck, I'm just gonna peel that rice paper off now, because if I don't, it'll be stuck there forever. And it will, like, destroy the stencil a little bit. It'll make it hard to use. So, there we go. And then let's come in, clean off this blending brush like we always do. Yeah, good luck with her doing her homework. Yeah, it really does look like she's doing her homework right this minute. Not. Alright, so there we go. So, step 1 and step 2 in the process. Ta-da! And I've just sat, oh hello Kelly, and I've just set my blending brush to dry and the cloth up on top of my frame, so then it's out of the way of the paint. Now let's come in. Now we want some like painted stars on this. I do think it's very important that they fit nicely in with our, one of our stars broke during travel from Brisbane, in our page. So I'm not thinking like anything too big. Like, I'm not thinking, you know, huge or really small. Like, I don't think this one would be appropriate, but maybe a 2 and a 4. And we could go with a 5 maybe. Like, potentially. Yeah, let's put that one back in there. We can get a 1 and a 3 in here, because we can just trace the inside and outside of our templates as well. So these are just the small star set templates, going from 1 to 5, that we're going to use from today. So we just need a lead pencil. I think this would be easy because I have so many pencils. We actually might use a watercolor one. It might be a bit smaller. Let's get a watercolor blue pencil, because then it will mix with the paint and it will go away, and we won't have to come in with an eraser and erase out the lines. Oh, down in painting. Oh yeah, I know. Probably should have changed my jeans out, but that's fine. Anyway, here we go. So, just going to come in with our watercolor pencil, just so then, you know, it will activate with our paint. Now, you want to make sure that your rice paper is fully dry in this case, because if it's not, the watercolor pencil will activate with the glue, and then it will be like a solid blue line there. So,
Quentin.
Yeah.
You can have that if you want.
Reckons it's gonna take.
Hang on.
But, you know.
Reckons it's gonna take another 9 hours.
There we go. So we've got a few there, and maybe we'll come and do the size
I
for
just set it up now.
Yeah.
also
Start
over
now,
here.
but it reckons it's going to take 9 hours.
4 minutes.
So we just leave it now.
Yeah.
So it's just doing it alphabetically.
And then there we go.
So it's only on
There's that one.
page 4,
And we're just coming through.
133.
And we do want a few
It'll be done.
stars. I think the 1-inch one will be too small. I definitely think so. I'm only going to trace, I think, 3 of our 2 inches. Now, just remember, we're doing odd numbers, remember? Because odd numbers are good for the eyes. The eyes love odd numbers. And it doesn't matter if a bit of them is off the edge there. It's, all about the charm of it. There we go. And I'm not hoping for these stars to be like 100% geometrical either when I'm done. Oh, Tina's saying hello to you guys because they can.
Oh,
Right.
hello.
The parents are setting up stuff.
Setting up.
Setting up? Well, be specific. Mum's setting up stuff. Dad is.
Being antisocial on social media.
Yeah. There we go. There's that one.
Is resemble a verb?
Pardon?
Is resemble a verb?
Resemble is not a verb.
I mean a verb.
A verb.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yes?
I thought it was more of a describing word.
I feel like it is.
Get the dictionary, I'll tell you.
There's a message. Where the dictionary?
Great question. Check the bookshelves for the dictionary. Right, there we go. So we've got a few stars on there. Just lift it up so they can see. So with the watercolor pencil, hopefully what will happen is it will dissolve in with our paint. And it should do. You just got to make sure you do it on dry watercolor. You got to make sure you do it on the dry top surface. You don't want this bit to be wet. So when you're doing it at home, let it dry, go and have a cupcake or two, that sort of thing. So we're just going to come in. And I've got this deep cyan acrylic. And I've also got just plain old good old white. There we go. And where is my handy paintbrush that I used already?
Sorry.
So
Sorry.
that's okay. Just with a bit of water. Bless you.
Sorry.
How to scare people. Get mum to sneeze. So just with a teensy bit of water. And I've also got this one here. I'm going to come and do. Just want to add a bit of my white to my medium cyan. And this is so then, and just a bit more water so that it spreads nice and easily across our dry rice paper. If it's not, the glue's not dry or anything, I mean, you'll know if there's an air bubble because your rice paper will start to bleed at this point. The colour will bleed outside the shape line. So you just want to make sure everything's dry. That's why we used our heat tool. I'm not a huge fan of using a heat tool, I will admit. It's a bit of a hindrance sometimes, in my opinion, but we have used it quite a lot in the last few weeks just because it's important that you guys get to see the finished project. So let's just come in. That's 1 star done. Woo! And we can make them like different colors. So for example, we could put more white in with this blue. And it could be like really like light. You know, make it super light. Or we could come in and do like just this pure dark cyan. Bit of water and just with a bit of white paint that we still have on our brush. So be surprised how much the paint on your brush can affect the color that you paint down after you pick up more paint, like, you know, like secondhand. So there's that one. Like I said, I'm not expecting them to be completely perfect symmetrical ones when I get down to painting them. Or if you want more of like a pastel-y look, or Dice says, bless you by the way, Mum. For more of like a pastel-y look, what you can come and do is you can grab, let's say, this darkest color in the blues of the watercolor, whatnot, and then just get a bit of white, mix it in. We're going to do a small star here, see, and it makes it a bit more pastel. I think that's the same color as the rice paper blue nearly. As you can see, because we use that watercolor pencil, it just blends in really naturally with our paint. So we don't have to worry about rubbing out lead pencil lines. Another option is like, could do this blue with the white paint. So I'm really mixing it because I want mainly pigment when I'm using watercolor with white paint. So then I still get the blue. I don't just get kind of like a watery mess. I really do want, and we can come and do, for example, that. Oh, sorry, you can't see that bit. Didn't even think. Bit too far off the edge, hey? Now, the beauty of this is that this watercolor here is not at all destroyed by that, because we just come in and we remove the white layer and just wash it out. It's all good, and even if it dries in there, you can come in and work it with water and just remove that white paint from up top, and you'll still have good watercolor underneath. So it's not really anything to worry about if you do put white paint, like a layer of it, kind of, on into your watercolor palette. It's not the end. Watercolor pen. So then let's just come in. Like you can see, just adding that paint to it. And it's just like coloring in with the lines using the pencil grip on your paintbrush. You guys all know this. Or however you feel comfortable holding a paintbrush, but I preferably like the pencil grip. Well, I prefer the pencil grip. There's that one. And then I do think we need to make one of these over here dark now to match.
No, it's not.
There we go. And then
It's not really. That's not how I do it.
if we just mix those two together.
But it just went down there.
And then just come it in. Just keep on mixing.
It's all sensible about a photo.
Um, there we go. Come in. This one here will be a bit mixed bag. I'm just going to use a bit of water. Just to help me get over the spine here a little bit, because you know, it to be a bit smooth. We don't want it to seem like actually coming near the edge of the rice paper or anything. We just want it to be like all the other stars, nice and smooth along the edge there. And then just blend that out a bit by doing some pushing. You can either do it in a circle or just the way I was doing it. So there we go. So there's that one there. And then if we come in with our chipboard, which I put underneath this one. Here we go. So a little bit of magic with our wand. We put our wand here like so, and we put a little bit of magic here. And we have I don't know. No. Definitely feel like a little bit of magic needs to go down there. With our wand here. And our music swoosh coming out of the wand. And then a bit of music swoosh down here. And then a bit of music swoosh, I think, underneath our little bit of magic and a bit above there too. But what I think we first need is I really want, I think, a little bit of magic in white and then our wand in yellow up the top with like a white base. And how I think we're going to be able to do that is if we actually come and grab this one here. And where's our blending brushes? I'm pretty sure I had one over here. Right. So we just come in and wet the blending brush a little bit. And I want the second watercolor we use, the one that's got a bit of the purple tinge to it.
Did you need to call the pain or did you grab them all?
I think I grabbed all the ones I need for tonight by focusing on our magic swoosh, our star swoosh. This stencil took Mum a lot of time to perfect after I drew it, because I may have been a little bit, you know, more focused on the gradient than on the steadiness of the object. So yeah. Don't think I'm actually going to get the effect I wanted. That's okay. Let's just come in and grab some of this blue. Just come in. I'm just going to blend it out a little bit. Just keep on blending out. It's okay, Dad. Let's come and blend this section out. So it's going to be fairly blue before we add in our swooshes. Which that's okay. We want the star swoosh to give it like a little bit of lift, a bit of light. So let's come in now. Clean up that blending brush, which is really nice and easy. Scrape across there. Look at us go. Now that's not a full clean. Obviously you have to use soap and stuff to fully clean your blending brushes. That's just so then mine don't dry out during class. Okay, so let's come in and look at that. So now if we paint that white. Yes, and this one here, yellow. Feeling it. Okay, that is nice. Now let's just move this to one side so it can kind of dry a little bit. That you see, so like the stars have kind of gone lost in the blue. We saw that rice paper pattern and our bursts, which is nice. Let's move that to one side. Put our watercolor palette over to there because I don't think we'll need it for the moment. Grab our stencil brush.
Maybe turn it on or just turn itself on.
It's turning on now.
And then we got the white, this lemon yellow. I also really want this medium yellow, I think. We're going to use the modeling paste also for our stencil. So let's come in with the white. Give our a little bit of magic, bit of color. I did accidentally stamp my one end of my stencil brush into the yellow, so it's got a bit of a yellow tinge in some areas. Not too upset with that. It actually looks quite nice, the yellow tinge. As you can see, that's pretty nice there. Looks really good. So let's come in now, and we're just going to put a bit of a layer of white down first. It's going to be a bit of a motley white, and then a bit of this light yellow, and then a bit of the medium yellow over top. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. As you can see, it gives it a bit more gradient, bit of lift. And then let's come in and clean off our stencil brush. I'm getting used to the new name for these brushes, I think. It's only taken me several months. Right, so there we go. And then, actually thought it was misprinted on the packaging, to tell you the truth. Bit of a moment, isn't it? So a little bit of magic. And then our wand. Now, I'm not actually going to stick down these two first. I'm going to come in and do my star swooshes and then stick them down because I want to make sure that I get as close to the wand as I want. And if I do that now, I'm going to actually be on an angle, and that means that the stencil won't be nice and flat, which can cause us a little bit of grief. So we're not going to move those yet. Let that stay and sink in there because I think that I think that looks quite nice. What do you guys think? There's a bit of like Cinderella vibe to it, I think. Right, let's come in and grab out the amount of modeling paste we need. Remember, this is just like peanut butter. I think that's enough peanut butter for us. Enough modelling paste, light modelling paste I'm using. And then let's come in. We're going to line this up where we want it to go. And we're going to lift it off. Stick him down. And then we're going to grab some of our light modelling paste. Some of the medium paint. Some of the lemon. We're going to mix it in. Quite a nice colour. And then come in and we're going to scrape in the same direction. And then lift. Okay, a bit too heavy-handed. I wasn't exactly flat because of the spine. I'm not upset by it. I actually think that's quite nice. Reminds me of a bit of the Tangle movie, but I think we could do a bit better on our second one. So I've just cleaned off the back. Let's sit this down here. What happens if we don't go over the spine? Nice and flat. There we go. Just come in, sit down here. Left. And then just stick that one down. Not stick it down, lift. What do we think? We stick our, let's put our thing down. I feel like this bit here was probably a little bit of a mistake. So let's just come in and remove that yellow there. I just think it takes away from our little bit of magic chipboard. So I'm just going to remove part of it, not the full whack. Okay, that was a bit of gauze that I had on my desk. I've already coloured it, but you know, I can add some light modelling paste to it. There's that one there. Like so. And then I think what would be nice, so I'm just going to clean this up a bit more because we've obviously used it a fair few times now. I do like how our page is looking. I think if we came and did a little bit down here. And then a little bit up here. And then just, I think we need a little bit of it also over here. Without smushing anything too much. How do we look? What do we think? Yay or nay to the stars? I'll lift it up to show you because we've used light modelling paste. They're a little bit raised. So, as you can see, they're a bit, you know, lifted quite nicely. And then what we could come and do before we add any more glue. I know, I love this stencil. I think it'd just be perfect for that little princess page and stuff, you know. Just in the pastel colors as well. So I'm just going to come in and do light lines. This stencil is online too. So, Mom, am I right there?
What?
The stencil's online, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this stencil is online. It's called the Star Swoosh, order number 55. So, yes, very fun doing it. I even made my own Procreate brush for it. So I thought that was great. And I'm just going to blue watercolor on my white paint marker. So I'm just coming in and getting rid of it. There we go.
Yeah. Oh no, I just put it in the fridge.
So here we go.
That looks really good.
Thank you. We still have to stick down the chipboard. Could I actually have the glossy accents? Because I think I want to do a gloss on top of the wand and stuff, Mum, before you sit down.
What's that?
Can I have the glossy accents? Because I think I want to do... Oh, that's okay. I think I want to do like a gloss type finish to my chipboards. That's okay. It's alright. And because our rice paper's dry, we can also stick our chipboard down with glossy accents. If it was wet, I'd definitely use gel medium. But because it's dry, I can come in with glossy accents. And we also sealed it with paint and with glue as well on top. So nice and, you know, beautiful. Tempting. I know. Definitely a bit tempting. And then, so I'm just coming in and I'm just adding some yellow dots to a few of my stars. So this page, we're really only going to use like 2 colors, blue and yellow. We've used a few tones of this, breaking some of the rules, you know, rule of 3. Don't always have to be. But I think it's quite nice. This one here. Just adding a few dots over our page. And this is just like where I personally think it just needs a little bit more yellow. And where it can fit in. And it's mainly along my star borders that I drew in and did by hand. But I am going to come in and do these ones just along the page border. Now before I get too far, I do have to lift this up just real quick. And, to be expected, because they're not stuck. And just scrape off the gel medium, the molding paste that went on the other side, because or else it will get stuck. Right, so now that we've got these 2, it's upside down, Miss Jane. That's all. Got a bit of gel modeling paste on that. That's okay. Right, let's come and get our glossy accents. And get a little bit of it on our... We're going to do the word first and then the wand. Because where the word goes depends on how big of an angle our wand is on.
Bye, Nay.
Bye, Dad. And then we're just coming in. Tap, 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 tap. Lift up, over. And right there we go. Okay, I'm gonna come and do the glossy finish in a second. Just fold it up so you can see. Yep. Perfect right there. And we're just going to come and fix up the bit of the glue mess I made by lifting it up and down constantly. Look at that. The paint was still just a little bit wet enough that we could come in. We were all about to cover up splotchy bits of glue. Aha! Because glossy accent does dry glossy, so you can see where it's been. Before that dries on our stencil, I'm just going to come and clean that off with cloth nappy that I borrowed from Mum for our paint class tonight. That's our painting one. Go. There's that one. Oh, hello, Bronny. Nice and clean. And then let's come in and glossy our wand and word. So I'm just coming in and giving it a little bit of love. I'll lift it up once I'm done. Right. What's the problem?
New Instagram sounds different.
Yeah, it is. I changed it.
Why? We need to have change for the sake of change.
So they deemed it necessary. Right, so let's just come in. And then we'll just continuing that one there. There we go. Glossy-fied. And you know what we might just come and do? Few chocolates. Glossy accents, because they'll just be glossy domes then. Slash glossy dots.
Can you show me that plate?
On our page. And then let me just lift this up so you guys can see. Thank you.
That'll do.
So I think we might actually be done, because there's our little bit of magic. And here's no bit of that one there. Put that one there. This one here. I think it's really nice and beautiful. I don't know about you guys. So yeah, that's tonight's class, I think. I'll put up a bundle for it in a second. We did use a new stencil, and we used an older stencil too, the Sunburst. There'll be both of them in there, plus the 2 chipboards, the new chippy title cut, which can also be bought separately, I believe. Yes, no, maybe?
Yeah.
Yes. So this week, coming into this week, we've got classes at usual times with Mum, Elisa, and then in the weekly class groups, we do have a Friday night live. You'll have me teaching it, Amelia as scribe. So the kit will
be new.
it'll be new product. So the kit probably won't be built during class because Amelia doesn't know the new system, so she is also only 10. Then we have this week Mum and Dad are in Toowoomba, which is why I'm doing the Friday night live. So you'll have Mum and Dad in Toowoomba. Any ladies in Brisbane or in the Toowoomba area, come on down, see them. They'll love to have you. Mum's also teaching classes at Toowoomba on Sunday. So if you haven't booked a spot and you want to, can still do that. We have a few spots left, which is nice. Then can I say anything else? I have to ask these questions because
Keep an eye on the website.
keep a big eye on the website this week because we have
Keep a big eye on the website tonight
lots.
and tomorrow morning.
Tonight and tomorrow morning. Like tomorrow morning if you're not a late night owl, but like if you are, then tonight. But yes, big eye on the website because something huge is coming. But thank you all for watching, and yeah, this is our mixed media class for the week. A little bit of magic with our new stencil. Star swoosh. Isn't it just beautiful? Look at it. It's amazing. But thank you for coming, and yeah, shall see you all throughout the week. And if not, you'll see me on Friday night. So have a wonderful day and a beautiful week. Bye.